All right, today we're back, and one of the reasons why I'm doing a video on this particular nailer is because I looked everywhere on YouTube and there is no videos for the WEN nailer. So, and I gotta do a roof starting tomorrow anyway. So I figured some guy dropped off an old one, a very well used nailer. I might end up using that one for another person helping, but I figured I'll just go new. So we'll open up the box and get into it. So that's how the box arrived to my door. Normally Amazon puts boxes like this in another box, but that wasn't the case. So if you order this from Amazon and you don't want anybody stealing it, tell them to put it in the garage or something. I don't know. So we'll just open this and go from there. I already did open this to make sure everything was in there. So we're just gonna go through for everything that's in there. So you got a blown molded case like this. Your instructions are in here. It is a pretty nice case that it comes in, so we'll just get this open. They include the gun, safety glasses, oil for the nail gun. You're only gonna want to put like 4 or 5 drips in this inlet when you start nailing. And they also included an extra trigger. The reason being is the trigger that's on it, the reddish colored one, this is a rapid fire one, so you only have to hold it in and keep bumping the tip for it to start shooting nails. I'm not going to start out using this. This is the first air nailer I've ever purchased, so we're going to start with the single shot one. And on the back of it, you got your directional vent for the exhaust. You're going to want to push this lever in to open it. Your magazine opens like that. Now, I don't know if you can see in there, but there's measurements for what size nail you'll be using. A more shallow nail, you're going to want to raise this. A deeper nail, you're going to want to lower it. And it's very simple to raise it. You just turn it and it comes up. Turn it in the other direction and it goes down. Seems to spin pretty well. These are your guides for your nails to run on. This right here, this wheel, is your depth adjustment. So we're gonna load this up, try it on a piece of wood, try to get our depth set right before we even start the project tomorrow. I'll do a brief testing on it here in a little bit and do possibly a little bit more video on the roof, but not a whole lot. We have work to get done. What my plan is, after the roof is finished, I'm going to finish this video and tell you what I think about it, if I had any issues with it, if it was prone to jamming a lot. So that's about it. And like I said, I'm going to get the air compressor ready. We'll drive some nails with it and see what's going on with it. Also, how the hell do they have this in there? Anyway, in the box, there's also Allen head wrenches for it that I forgot to mention. So we're going to get this thing powered up. I'm going to change the trigger over to the black one, and then we'll do some firing with it. Okay, so now we got the black trigger into place. On a side note, the only thing holding this trigger in is a pin right there, and then the other side there's an O-ring. It's shaped kind of like a barb, but be careful trying to get, it took me a while to get that O-ring out of there. Be careful because there's not much room really to get around it. It's a good thick O-ring, but you end up ripping this O-ring, you're going to buy a new one. So figured that's worth pointing out. Now, for some odd reason, the oil that they have this oiled up in stinks real bad. Like, I can't even describe the smell of it. So, yeah, the gun stinks a little bit. So, I'm gonna get the air compressor fired up, a hose attached to it, get some oil in this little end here, and then we'll do a couple test fires to try to get the desired depth that we need for it. So, stay tuned for that. Alright, and now got the air compressor all gassed up, everything's ready to go. First thing we're going to do is put a couple drops of oil down that inlet tube. It says like 4 or 5, so... Alright. So now what we're going to do is load the gun. What we're using is 1/4 inch boss stitch coil rolls. So I'll get my hand in there the best I can. First we got to air up the gun. It says anywhere 70 to 120 psi max. We're gonna see what we can do off of 100 psi. So the gun's all gassed up, so we're gonna open this. I already adjusted this for 1 1/4 nails. I did not. Let me go down a little further. Now we're at 1 1/4. You're gonna want to load it in like that. Pull this up. Kind of bend it into place so it stays there. Close your drum. Close this. Now we have a 1x set up because our roof is on, it isn't like a sheet of plywood. Everything's 1x, it's an older house. So we have a 1x set up. We're gonna put a shingle on it and then try it and make adjustments as we go. All right, we have our test piece all set up. So we're gonna drive a nail and then we'll drive 2 nails and then see what our depth is. Since I'm right-handed, I move the camera to the opposite side, so here we go. I think we should be fine where we're at. So take a look at that. Let me know what you think. They're pretty flush. We may have to, when we get up on the roof and start nailing, we might have to adjust it. So we'll try that now. Okay, and we're back. This is for the air nailer, and got all the backside of the roof tore off. It's started to rain now, so I guess we're done for the moment. But we got the whole back tore off. All the ice and barrier shield up. All the tar paper, felt paper, whatever is up. Put new boots on. Put the new exhaust on for the hot water tank and the furnace and whatnot, but not too bad. The air nailer is nice. It hasn't jammed one bit. I do notice that the very last nail of the coil will just fall out, but I think that's normal because there's no coil holding it. Very easy to use. Took a little bit of fine tuning. So far so good. I think this is going to be part 1, and then when the roof is done, I'll do the part 2 and then my final review on it. But so far, for the cheapest nail gun I found, it works damn well. So any questions or comments, let me know, and I'll be back with the part 2.